Hi all, welcome back to Carnelian Moon. I was just preparing to do the readings for everyone, for the monthlies, doing some more of the monthly readings today and the odd person or something. And I've had Spirit join me while I was meditating and they're refusing to go away, which is fine. I'm okay with that. There is a very, very important, poignant message that I am to portray for, sorry, it's quite deep, for someone who will get to see this video. I don't know if it's one of my subscribers, someone on Facebook or Instagram, I don't know, but it is for someone and it is a very poignant and powerful message. So brace yourself, basically. Okay, so what we've got is this person is a father figure. Okay, they have passed. We're in the double figures, I think, since they've passed. Definitely in the double figures since they've passed. Minimum of, I think it's actually a minimum of 15 years. Minimum of 15 years since they passed. But they are trying to get through to a child or niece, nephew, child. Okay, child. They're trying to get through to one of their children who I'm assuming is quite grown up now, because this person is in a relationship, marriage or relationship, some sort of committed relationship where they're not particularly happy, and it's very there's a lot of turmoil in it. There's love there, but there's okay. Okay, but there's a lot of arguments, there's a lot of disagreements, the ground is uneven, the foundation is cracked in this actual relationship. And what this person is saying to me is that whoever this is, they're either staying together. How do you want me to put this? It's like this marriage is continuing, or this relationship is continuing, because of a front or a face that has to be presented. It's almost like okay, this person they're talking about has been in a committed relationship before. Okay, so this could be like a second or third marriage, something along them lines, or a second or third serious relationship that you are in. And what's happening is you are staying in this relationship because two reasons. Okay, one, society expects you to somehow. It's about losing face. If this one fails or breaks up, it's about losing face. There are children involved, but it's about losing face. And there is love there, but what do you want me to say? There is love there, but this love is an egotistical love. Now, this may sound a bit bizarre to some of you, but okay. Everyone talks about love, everyone talks about true love. Yeah, I know, darling. Let me just explain. Okay. Yeah. There's wow. Okay. There's sorry, they're really getting to me. There are many different kinds of love. Okay, and when we think about true love, we think that it's white picket fences and that everything is as it should be. You know, like the dream, the happy ever after in fairy tales and things like that. No, love isn't always like that. Sometimes love does have its ups and downs, its problems. Sometimes it is something that needs to be worked on. But this particular relationship we're talking about now is part of it is we can't lose face. If we break up, we'll be losing face. We can't lose face. The other part is the love between these two people is actually an egotistical love. Now, an egotistical love is where you love them for how they make you feel, if that makes sense. Now, some people may perceive that as true love, but this is because obviously how our partners can affect how we feel, but this is more than that. This isn't just about emotions. This is about they make me feel good because they give me social standing. They make me feel good because people notice me when I walk into a room with them. It's that sort of thing. You know, when I'm with them, I am someone. And I feel this is very, very prominent on one side of the relationship. It's a little prominent on the other side of the relationship, but there is also, we also have the one that feels the egotistical love. And I'm not saying they don't generally care for you, but the one that feels the egotistical love, they can be, they're quite good at emotional blackmail. Borderline narcissistic. They're not narcissistic, but they are borderline narcissistic. The emotional blackmail and the way they manipulate you to be in this relationship out of some sort of duty, some sort of, again, threatening you with social standing, threatening, what's everyone going to say? That sort of thing. That sort of thing. This is a very, very take love, if you know what I mean. And love should be, in a relationship, love should be the pair of you on an even ground, the pair of you partnerships, you know. And yes, sometimes one of you is going to be a little bit ahead of the other one, or sometimes this one's going to be a bit low. You've got to pick each other up, you know. It does things like this, but it should not be this is the power and, you know, one of you is power and the other one is constantly drawing from you, because that will just suck the life force straight out of you. And I feel I'm talking to the parent, like I said, father figure, uncle, something like that, who is talking about their child, niece, nephew, whatever, who is literally having the life sucked out of them because they're being emotionally blackmailed about some sort of duty or responsibility or something like that. It's almost like someone is threatening them with the old ways. You know, like, no, life is meant to be like, you know, like the old ideals of marriage, the old ideals of family and things like that, you know, man hunt, lady gathereth, you know, it's along them lines. And I feel there's emotional blackmail also involving the children. But what the message that is coming across here is, okay, you have, whoever you are, you'll know if you're in this relationship where someone egotistically loves you, so to speak, and whether they're quite manipulative and with the emotional blackmail. And the message that's coming across is you have someone else who loves you just for who you are, totally and utterly for who you are. You've let them down, you've done them wrong, they still love you. Whether they're with you, whether they're not with you, they still love you. They have your back. They are 100% loyal to you. They're not sitting on their laurels waiting for you. They're quite happy living their life. A very strong person. You've got a very, very strong person in your corner. A very, very strong person in your corner who will love and accept you for whatever it is you do, whatever it is you have, whatever it is you don't have. They just love you, the spirit of you, the essence of you. And that is never going to change, whether you're with them or not. Whether you are with them or not, that is never going to change. That is like a proper spiritual connection, soul connection. Like I said, soulmates come in all shapes and forms. We can have soulmates who are family and things like that. But what they're trying to say to you is that you are stuck in a egotistical, manipulative relationship, and for some reason you may know this or you may not, but you're not doing anything about it, but you do have someone out there who will accept you for exactly as you are, and they will love you whether you are with them or not with them. They don't love you in order for you to be with them. They just love you. And if you're with them, things will be great. But if you're not, then you're not. But they're not suffering because you're not with them, because their love for you is pure. Their love for you isn't about what they can get from you. They see you as an equal. They see you as an equal. It's almost like twins taken apart. You know, like they say about twin flames as well. Twins taken apart, and no matter what you do, no matter where they go, even if they never see you again, they still love you. So what this gentleman is trying to tell me is, take a good look at the love situation you're in. Make sure it isn't egotistical in one way or the other. Make sure you're not doing it just for a fun on how to present to somebody else, because that will drain you. Whoever you are, that will drain you, and you may not even know it. But I mean, if you've been feeling exhausted lately, if like just a normal day's work wipes you out, if your eating or your sleeping patterns are up in the air, then you're not on your right path. You are not on your right path. And if someone is being able to manipulate you, then you are not at your full strength either. And in order for us to make it through this life, in order for us to find the lessons and learn the things we have to learn to ascend when we're on the other side, or just to ascend as a human being, whether we're spiritual or not, we need to be whole. And there is someone out there who can help you remember what it feels like to be whole. They won't make you whole. You have to do that. That's down to you. But they can certainly show you the path and the right way to find that. And remember who you are. I feel there's even mental illness involved now, because you have been stuck in this turbulent situation with this manipulation and this succubus or incubus energy around you. And you're probably pretty much on your last legs. And it's been going back and forth, back and forth. I feel there was a trial separation. More than one, maybe 3 or 4 trial separations. But it kept coming back because of this egotistical love, because of this manipulation, because of this emotional blackmail. It kept coming back. And I feel you've got so used to that, whoever you are, you've got so used to that, that's how you perceive love now. You've become blinded to anything else. Blinded to anything else that could be real or legitimate. I guess in a way this could be a message for everyone as well, because, you know, when you are in a relationship, you do need to sort of pay attention that you're not falling into some sort of narcissistic trap or anything like that. I mean, every relationship is different. Every single relationship is different, and how we are in a relationship also depends on the energies around us, because we all bounce off each other's energies. But sometimes we get stuck to an energy, and when we get stuck, that's when it can really start draining. It's important that we all remain in our own, you know, as our own little bubbles, so to speak, our own little balls of energy, and that we bounce. And I'm not saying we can't come together and connect for a while for like important lessons, powerful lessons, things like that. But you should always have the freedom to be able to pull away with your energies. And if you feel your energies are totally wrapped up in someone else's energies, and however things are for them is how they are for you, then that's toxic. That is toxic. Your energy needs to be free to bounce wherever it needs to bounce, to learn whatever lesson it is it needs to learn. And it's really important. Not just for mental health and physical health, you know, though that does play a big part, but for your spiritual well-being, you know, it's really, really important. Really, really important. So whoever you are, in this situation, you'll know if it's you. Bear in mind there is someone out there who truly loves you for just who you are. You may know them. I feel you do know them. Whoever this particular, they do know them. Okay, whoever it is, you know them. And they just love you for who they are. Their love is very, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're with them or not with them. They still love you. Whether you're talking to them, not talking to them, they've still got your back. And the thing is, you may see that as, some people may see that as a weakness, but this person who has your back is still living their life. And even though they love you, they're still, they may even be in a relationship themselves because they're not with you, maybe. You're not telling me anything. All right. He's not giving me too much about their situation, but he's not saying. He's not saying. He said, but they're still very much living their life, doing their thing. They're not hanging around waiting for you to see the light. They're still living their life. You haven't stopped them in their tracks. It's not holding them back. Their love for you isn't, and that's another thing. Love should never hold you back. If love's holding you back, that's not love. It's not love. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Is there anything else you want to add, my lovely? See the light. Okay. I just want you to see the light. Okay. Because they're showing me light and eyes, so I'm assuming they're saying see the light. All right, well, I will leave their love with you, my love with you, and whoever this resonates for, I hope it makes sense to you, and you can do something productive about it, because this person was very adamant in not letting me do any readings until I'd had this conversation. So sending you all my love and light and lots of love, and I will be getting on with the, you're welcome, my darling, I will be getting on with the general readings in a few minutes. I'm going to have to go because that was I wish I could explain actually the emotions. I was literally lit up inside the way this spirit normally spirits just sort of come over and talk, but this person wanted me to feel, and it was really tough not to shed a tear there. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough not to shed a tear there, because it was really poignant, really emotional. You were very close to this person that passed, very, very close to this person. In fact, I think they shared things with you that they didn't share with anyone else. Like I said, father figure, uncle, something along them lines, generation up. But you got your own secrets, you too. Had each other back, very, very close relationship, proper close, in a lot of ways. I will leave that with you, and their love, obviously, and hopefully I'll be able to get on with some readings now. I'll catch up with you all later. All right, lots of love. Bye.